Welcome to High Mind, a podcast where I get high and explore life. Mostly it's my deep thoughts. Sometimes it isn't, though. But mostly it is. Except when it's not. Anyways, enjoy. Okay, so I'm out here on another hike. I had a couple of people suggest after the first podcast that I call them HI-KE, hike. But then they're like, yeah, but don't say it like that though. Don't be like, hike, like draw it out, because it just sounds really dumb. But to, spell it that way. So I guess if you read it, then you would kind of get the gist. But I'm still looking for something that more has like weed or something in the name, so that when you say it, when someone says, I'm on a hike, you wouldn't necessarily think that had anything to do with weed, or that they were high on something. But so I don't know, I want something that I think has it in the word too. And not because like I'm necessarily trying to push weed use, or even encourage it for everyone, because like from my limited experience of using it for, I don't know, a little over a year now maybe, I don't think it would be good for everyone. I think that's kind of up to each person to figure out for themselves if it's something that's useful or helps them or not. 'Cause I think weed is just like a lot of other things, where it's all about kind of how you use it and why you use it. And that's kind of up to you, and you just kind of have to, I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to use things to better your life or better the lives of people around you, or to learn or grow, I think we can do that. I don't think tools for learning and growing are limited to anyone. And that probably sounds like really ignorant to say, because I know not everyone has the same financial means, not everyone has the same like physical opportunities in their life. So I'm not saying everyone has the exact same opportunities in that sense, because that's definitely not true. But what I feel is that every day we all have the same opportunity to learn or grow from our life and our environment and the circumstances that we're in. And I don't really know, what everyone else's tests are supposed to be. I think I'm kind of learning what some of mine are, and what my circumstances, the particular things, the different circumstances I've been in my life, the opportunities that they presented me with to make a choice. What do I want to do? Man, I still get a little self-conscious when people walk by when I'm recording like this, which I don't know why, because I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, but we all have our own set of circumstances that are unique to us, and I'm not honestly interested in comparing my circumstances to other people's circumstances and then trying to evaluate my life based on that, because I just don't feel like that's helpful, There might be like very particular scenarios where maybe it would be good to compare your life to someone else's and try to get a gauge on where you're at, but ultimately I think it's just, I mean, it's your life, and you know, other people aren't you, so one decision that you face wouldn't be the same for someone else. Like, what I mean is, I don't know what I mean about that part. Dang. See, every once in a while, I'll lose track of a thought. But honestly, something I've learned too is that it's not necessarily that I'm not capable of following a train of thought when I'm high. It's that I'm afraid of losing my train of thought while I'm high. And then once I am afraid, I do. So it's like the fear makes the thing happen, or the expectation of thinking that weed makes you not be able to follow a train of thought, which once you get a certain point, it definitely does. But maybe not as much as we allow it to. But in my experience, it's really a lot, mostly actually, about my expectations of myself, or how I'm going to respond, or what I'm going to be able to do, or what's my perception of what's beyond my control and what's not. And I'm talking more from like a mental standpoint, like what I'm able to control as far as my decisions and my emotions and my, I don't know, the things that I choose to do no matter what I'm feeling or thinking. And so I think that that's actually something that, I don't know if I go so far to, or I don't know if I call it a skill, if that's accurate or not, but like ability or discipline or something you could develop. But I think that's something mentally that you kind of maybe need if you want to use weed in a healthy way, which I really think you can. I mean, I feel like it's only had good things for me so far, and like it's always been like really great learning experiences, and not all fun learning experiences, that's for sure, and definitely not all fun emotions, or just always laughing, you know, like I'm just floating out to space or whatever. Like I really feel like the emotions that come up, or the feelings or thoughts a lot of times that come up, are things that are already there within me. And what I feel like weed does is gives me a very heightened, intensified sense of my own feelings, of my own thoughts, of sensations, you know, outside of myself, like just, you know, touching, smelling, listening. Like it just gives me an intensified, momentary sense about life. And I know some people probably think that that's dangerous, like, oh, well, if you experience this high or greater than, more intense, whatever adrenaline rush of life, then will it make your normal life seem boring, and then you'll need it and you'll become an addict and you won't be able to live without it. And like, I think there's definitely something in that statement that's true, and we've seen that happen. I've seen that happen to friends of mine, not with weed in particular, well, some with weed, but other things. But I don't think that did lose the end of that thought. Still trying though. Okay, boom, got it. So I think the key in not becoming an addict, or a key, maybe not the key. I'm not gonna say I know the answer to not being an addict and everyone just did this, they wouldn't be an addict. But I think that the difference for me, for myself, with me either being worried about becoming addicted to something or not is, am I happy with my life already? Like, am I satisfied with me, with who I am? Am I satisfied with the experiences I have? Am I satisfied with the relationships in my life? Am I happy with it? Am I happy with life already? Or do I feel the need? And not like, I think there's a difference between a want and a need. Like, I really want to experience more exciting things in my life. I want to go deeper in relationships. I want to see more, do more, feel more. Like, I want that for just the pure joy and beauty and fun of life. But I'm happy with the current level I'm at also, if that makes sense. So I don't feel the need to, I don't know, fill some gap or some hole in my life or my soul with something else. And so for me then, honestly, like, I don't feel like weed is dangerous, you know? And that's what I think right now. Maybe one day after years of doing this, I'll change my mind. But if I do change my mind, I don't think it'll be because of the weed. I think it'll be because maybe I'm in a place in my life where it's not a healthy thing for me to do anymore and it's not helpful. You know, maybe it's hurting me. And I think we could do that with good things too. Like, actually, yesterday, I was on another hike, and I just kind of stopped to stretch and stuff, and I've been doing a lot of stretching lately for multiple reasons, but one, just because I've got some past injuries that I'm trying to kind of heal and work through, and then also I'm shifting more towards stretching and loosening my body and relieving tension, because in the past I've been like way imbalanced on like the working out, strengthening, endurance, you know, all of those things which cause stress, good stress, but not, you know, I was just doing that too much and was spending hardly any time on stretching and loosening and relaxing and recovering and resting my body. And so I've kind of shifted more towards the other end of the spectrum recently, or like over the last year. And sucks because yesterday I realized I've gone too far in that direction too. And now I don't think I did anything serious, but I could just kind of feel it in my left knee yesterday when I was stretching that I have overdone it a little bit. Hi.
Hi.
Didn't feel weird that time. I'm getting better. Anyways, but yeah, so now I'm realizing that, okay, I'm focusing too hard on stretching, and which was and is a really good, healthy thing for me to do. But if I overdo it, you know, it becomes something that's not healthy for me anymore. So I don't know. I think that's just a little bit of part of my personality. Once I find something good that I feel like is a healthy thing in my life, then I'll do it as much as I can, you know, or something that I feel like brings improvement or positive change, or I'll just do it all the time. Like, and I think that's why I'm so prone to overthink things and overanalyze my life and even overanalyze people around me. Ooh, that stick could work. Maybe. I'm looking for a stick to put this little tripod on because my shoulder's getting really tired from holding it out there like this. Because I have to hold it up. I've got like a short little tiny tripod, but it's got these little bendy legs. It looks like a little octopus. It's pretty cool. Anyways, it's not very tall, so I have to hold my arm out. My arm's like the extension of the, so I've been looking for a stick to put, oh, son of a, man, this stick, my stick's not big enough. I gotta find a bigger one to put this on. It just slid off, that one almost fell. Anyways, need to edit all that crap out. But yeah, so too much of a good thing can definitely be a bad thing. And I don't know, that's something that I feel like is a trickier lesson to learn, honestly, than staying away from bad things, is knowing which good things are not good for you or how much, or when those good things become a bad thing. And they can become a bad thing in so many different ways. Like, it could become a bad thing through overuse or over focusing on those things. Or for me, I was thinking about it yesterday that, like, I've been spending so much time thinking about my own life and my own thoughts and my own feelings and my own destiny and my own everything, that, but good things, like trying to figure out what's important and what matters to me and how I can use my life to make the world better and help other people and like love the people around me. But I spent so much time, but it's all in relation to me a little bit, you know? But it's a really subtle, fine line that is so easy and so just barely crossed. But once you cross it, and I get into that place of, it's not about other people anymore. It's not about, it's become, how do I re-say that? Like it's, no, keep going. All right, maybe I'll cut out some of that dead space. Anyways, I'm actually gonna keep these dead spots in here. I might regret this later, but I think there's benefit in people seeing another person just real and in process and in the act of becoming something, not once they've become it already and you see the final product and you see, man, that's so impressive, or man, that's so cool, or even inspiring. But like, for me, sometimes it's more encouraging to see someone that's not quite made it to whatever thing they're after yet, and it encourages me that I can do it too, because I feel like I relate, like, oh, that's a real person, like they're just like me, or not just like me, but like, if I just put in time, or I, you know, keep working on things, like I can achieve, or whatever, like whatever it is you want to do in life, like you can. And I think it helps to see people trying the same as you and failing or whatever. Like, this is me making stuff, maybe failing, but I don't know, I'll be really cheesy for a second and say like there's no such thing as failing, I only learn. But it doesn't feel that way. Definitely feels like I fail a lot of times, but I try to learn from those. Maybe that's more accurate. Hi, how's it going? Hey, pup. So I'm gonna not edit these, but I'll pay attention to the time so they don't get like insanely long. This one's about to be 20 minutes. I feel like that's probably a good time limit for me to cut these things off at for now, until I get better at not losing my train of thought so much and finishing my sentences. Anyways, if you listen to this one, you're awesome. And ooh, I've already got I've got 3 subscribers. Hillary, boom, you were number 1. Cam, boom, you were number 2. And then Spencer, boom, you were number 3. You guys, so you're my first 3 followers ever. I'm gonna make you I'm gonna make you a t-shirt. So if you listen to this one to the end, you deserve a t-shirt also. Well, not everyone, I mean those 3 people. If you kept listening after the first one, you listen to this one, you hear the end, All you gotta do is message me and tell me your shirt size, baby. And I will have one of these made for you. You don't even know what's gonna be on it, but it's gonna be dope. And everyone else keep listening, because I don't know, I might just make some more stuff in the future, and can't promise what it is, but I will make you something, and it will be personal and from me, if that matters to you. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Keep following me, and yeah, all right. If you listened this far, I am truly sorry, but you will never get that time back. See you later.